We stand here, weathered by time, in this concrete city, where boulders take the shapes of lofty lions and shops line the edges, bringing continents to our doors.
The project came about, came out of a conversation with the university, the Centre for Race and Rights, C3R, in conversation with New Art Exchange, who had worked together on a previous project called Get Up, Stand Up. We kind of decided after sort of several conversations to actually work with young people. That kind of came out of a conversation with myself and the University New Art Exchange, suggesting that because murals and I guess graffiti, a lot of young people are interested in that. And we work with a young people's group called NG7 Voices, mainly because they are the youth club right at the side of New Art Exchange. So I thought that'd be a really good opportunity for them to connect with New Art Exchange.
My name's Tim Weedon. I go under the name Onga. I am a full-time artist that's been commissioned to make some work on behalf of New Art Exchange and Nottingham University around Black Lives Matters and Black history. After a week's worth of actually doing some drawing, we have been able to establish some ideas. These ideas have come from various influences and various bits of inspiration we've had from not only Nottingham University but the Black Lives Matters group and the Nottingham Black Archive. A lot of the imagery at the moment is being produced by the young people. We're thinking about using imagery like this. This was produced by one of our young people and he felt it represented different pathways in life. And we're talking about using African pattern and patterning to fill an image similar to this, as well as inspirational black figures from the Hyson Green and Radford community.
Like Scipio, we come from far. When the wind rushed and raged, the timber creaked, we bent our backs, tilted up our heads, and stood firm like the wawa tree.
This was drawn by Cornelia, and then I've just slightly improvised it by bringing in some of the dash lines. These ones were ones that were done by Suli. This was another one drawn by Cornelia as well. These ones here were done by Pavel, and that's the specific, like the colours that he chose. I'm hoping that they come and they see this and they see that actually I've tried to paint what they've drawn.
In between the smells of papayas and mangoes, where once the flat stood tall, and wishful tears like streams make Adinkra patterns on the streets, we stand on the green.
The icons that are chosen are all local black heroes connected to Nottingham history. So the icons that we've chosen are George Africanus, which I think a lot of people may know about in Nottingham. He was the first kind of black entrepreneur, and he actually has a blue plaque dedicated to him in Nottingham. And then we have Winston Murphy, who was a local war hero in the 1940s. He was in the Merchant Navy. And then we have Louise Garvey, who was a nurse from Cheshire who moved to Nottingham and campaigned for equality for black nurses in Nottingham. And then finally we have an image from Emeroy Douglas, who is a member of the Black Panther Party in the US. And we've adapted one of his quite famous images, which is an image of it's a young boy holding a newspaper which says "All power to the people." So we've kind of been inspired by that, taken that image and adapted the young boy to have a young girl holding an image of a newspaper and changed the heading to Black Lives Matter Nottingham.
The damp grey walls burst with floral shades. Surrounded by heatless sun, it sings, buds and blossoms like the lignum vitae. Makes use of the riotous backdrop to blend and swirl into futuramic displays.
This project's very, very important for the area because it represents the history of black communities, and it's the first mural that represents that history. So that's amazing. So this bolt of lightning, represents this sort of new vision, a new vision that connects the local with a very global society.
Yes, I see me, but I see my mom, and I love my mom dearly.
Okay, so it's not a bad thing then?
No,
I'm really pleased,
I'm very pleased about it. Job well done.
Thank you very much.
The colours in there, I look at some of it and it's like the lifeblood running through, which is part of what the Hyson Green is about.
I'm just so excited to see that the young people have chosen to take some of the ideas from that workshop and actually reflect the fact that Black Lives Matter is here in Nottingham.
Representing the global quarter, the unofficial global quarter at the moment, but the very much to be the official global quarter of Nottingham.
So the chain's been incorporated in the mural in a pretty great way, so that was one of my designs being used in the mural. Whenever I walk past it, it'll give me I'll be happy to see what I've created, being actually implemented in the real world. Just find out more about your community that you're living in, because it's a great place when you actually look at it.
Even in this self-described rebel city, the city of Robin Hood and the Chartists and Luddites, there is no quintessentially rebellious, community, colourful mural narrating the rebel city. And we're really excited that two of the figures on the mural are figures that the Nottingham Black Archive has worked with, done oral histories with, written about. So we wanted a community mural that would focus on Nottingham's black history, that would celebrate its achievements, and that would also bring a connection between the past and present social justice issues.
Here is a place for us to stand and stare, to remember the heroes, the saintly acts, the pomp and pride, the way back when and the yet to come. Here is a place for the young to dream.
A picture paints 1,000 words. So that could tell loads of people different stories.
Yeah.
It makes me happy to see the work that I've been doing is just up on the wall for people to see permanently.
Before I used to feel shy, I don't want to be seen as an African or whatever, but now the patterns make me feel proud. I can wear African clothing with patterns on it and feel proud of myself of being African.